Should be good. We got a town car today. I think we're all set up. Back on a GoPro because we can't make up our mind. Make sure we have some chats, but I think we'll be okay. Let's get this over here. We'll do TikTok a little later. Sweet, still working. Awesome. We got 70 ceramic to put on this windshield. Everything's all prepped, at least on the outside anyways. So I need a 95 Caprice video. They exist. But yeah, we're doing this boat right now. It's got the bitch of a Ford mirror that I removed without breaking the windshield. I'm pretty proud of that. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Just trying something again. It never ends. I think we're pretty settled on doing this though. Talking about camera stuff again. No, don't fly, please. Just stay. Stay where I put you. Thank you. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm trying to simplify everything as much as I can. And last time trying this, the GoPro overheated. So if this randomly dies on me, it's gonna be because of the GoPro. Battery is a concern. Battery's probably only gonna last an hour. I got extra on backup. Oh yeah, I probably gotta turn on a setting. So stream settings. Oh, can I not? Is that not a setting anymore when you're live? Oh, that's dumb. All right, well, hey, we try. Is it possible to install a second? The customer doesn't want to remove the old film. Oh, like a second layer of film? Yeah, leave it up to him. As long as they know like the potential risks. The only bad thing that can happen is one or both of those layers might peel. And you can't warranty anything that way. So if somebody has an issue like down the road with a window peeling, then you can like redo one window, but you don't know what's on there already. So you can't fix it to the same way that it was when you originally did it. And as long as they're cool with that, shit, I don't care. I'd absolutely do that. And I've done it before. It's annoying that removals cost so much money. It adds a lot to a job. So if they're like, yeah, I don't care, I just want a second layer on it, I'd just do it. It's like putting paint over existing paint, I guess. Better way would probably be removing the existing paint and starting fresh. But hey, you just slap another layer on it, call it a day. If they're happy, they save some money. Good. Jeep Cherokee windshield? Yes. What's that card? I use a vinyl felt one. This is a felt block. If you want a really good alternative, these ones are really sweet too. These are the Tri-Edge Pros card. We have these at 313tint.com. Those are really, really good. A little stiffer, high quality suede buffer. Really, really nice. I like it a lot. I just go back and forth on them. Have you ever tried residential tinting? What made you stick to cars? I like my cave. I've only dabbled in it just a little bit, not very much. But it makes a lot more money. It's just a lot more salesy. So it's just a different type of business, really. So you're talking about like bigger scale, more running around to people's houses, commercial buildings, and like bidding jobs and stuff. And it can make a lot more money. So I started with cars, and I'm happy to continue with cars. But if I wasn't doing a channel, I would definitely be going after flat glass, for sure. Not a lot of people talk about it. It's starting to get talked about more, but I think there's gonna be a huge boom for it. You know, when you think of tint, you think of cars. So just imagine all those homeowners that have no idea that they can tint their homes, or they don't know why they should tint their home. There's just a ton of general education that needs to be done. Huge, huge opportunities there. I just got my head stuck in auto for so long. I don't feel like going to people's houses, but we're probably gonna start making some flat glass videos. Might even do some training here. I was talking to a couple people about setting up some like big flat glass things up against like the far side of the building here. And we could do a whole bunch of like flat glass training in here too, alongside of the auto. I think it'd be fun. Does baby shampoo slip more than Dawn? Depends. Some people like it a little bit better. I don't think it ever slips more. I mean, that's the reason why I have Tint Slip right now. So I end up using that. But before I used Tint Slip, what I would do was I would use like 3 ounces of baby shampoo and a little punch of Dawn in there. And those two things together were great, but Dawn's not recommended for window tint adhesive, so there is that. There's the Kepler course. It's like a paid online training one. I would look into that. If you're serious about doing flat glass, search Kepler, like Kepler or something like that. You'll find it. But the same people that do the tint school online for cars, they have a whole super nice flat glass course. I would definitely look into that. Flat glass is all like I said, it's all salesy. So you just have to, I mean, we all should be professional, but dress a little nicer, go out, bid jobs, schmooze some customers. Like that's what it takes to make it in flat glass. Bring samples, hang stuff on like the window so they can see it, be really nice, get Tint Wiz, all those types of stuff. Yeah, there's so at the Geo Flat Glass Summit, probably the coolest phrase that I heard at the entire thing. It's like, look at it this way. There was a job that this company did, and it was like 30,000 square feet of flat glass. I don't know. It was some like bonkers number. It was huge. And they were basically like, this is the equivalent to 1,000 cars. How many people and how long would it take to do 1,000 cars in your business? For this flat glass job, it took 3 guys and 2 weeks. So it's just like the scale and the volume is just like completely different. One of these days we'll get into more of that. But I just spent half an hour trying to fix a fucking printer, so you know. I got my own problem. Do you make or design your own window tint tools? Some of them, yeah. A lot of them are like interesting tweaks. Or we'll have like certain collabs. So like for example, like the shanks, I didn't bring anything original to that. I made them green. The door covers, that's kind of a spin on an existing thing. We added our seal guard tape. The seal guard tape was a spin on house wrap tape. So it's like there's a lot of those like iterations and stuff like that. We have quite a few unique products in the store now. So I'm always looking for things to make the job easier, faster, cleaner. And I constantly question like everything that we do, because then you stumble into like interesting things that, you know, and through the classes, that also makes everybody's life easier. Because I've been tinting the way I've been tinting for a long time. And then I give my suggestions to people, and then I see how they interpret that, and I'm like, oh, maybe we should change this up a little bit. All right, knife blades. I need blades. I'm on YouTube right now. When I'm done, yeah, I know, right? Good view of that dash towel. When I'm done with the windshield, we'll probably go live on TikTok as well. I just wanted to like jump back in because I'm working on this, and we'll open up TikTok after that. But for now, you guys are special. Here, I'm gonna try something. 82%. Okay, still doing really good. Still doing really good on battery. We're gonna put this, whoops. I'll put this on my head. Should work. It doesn't really get in my way that much, which is nice. But I think for like the windshield, I can do this. So I have like a neck strap right now. You'll see in the reflection a little bit. I have a neck strap right now, but it actually fits on my head pretty well. So that's by like fun coincidence. We can go back and forth between like the two. I'll tell you, this is tough. This has not been like a easy thing to figure out. TikTok threw everything off. It was awesome. The idea is like Tint Wiz is gonna pay for itself within like your first job. It's so well structured to deal with flat glass. I don't have TikTok, YouTube only. Well, you know what? It's free. Anybody can get it. That's always so funny. Why does one platform do differently than another platform? It's like people like what they like, and then they don't move. Do you have a video on sharpening your blades? Yes. Yeah, if you YouTube sharpen squeegee blades, I'm sure it'll pop up. Yeah, TikTok was like, oh, I don't know, like probably like 20 times the viewership here. So it's pretty important right now. So I'm doing my best to figure out how to combine both of them together. I know we've been doing GoPro for so long here. I just don't want to have to wear the headset at the same time that I'm trying to do the TikTok one. But yeah, we have to put a ton of effort now into short form. So short form is TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Facebook Reels, all that. It's just viewership habits are shifting, so you have to be really aware of that kind of stuff and play around with it. All right, should we move this down a little bit? Maybe down. There we go. That's pretty good. Fuzzy headliner, fuzzy pillars. We're just throwing the tape over to cover those up a little bit, and also to keep them a little dry. Keep all the fuzzies out of my job. We'll do that on both sides. We're gonna clean the whole thing out pretty thoroughly. Yeah, head cam is way better for angles on windshields. I actually don't hate this head strap though. It's funny, I'm using a neck strap, but it fits on my head. So there's just not a whole bunch of, like, it's not falling off of my head. It's doing a really good job. I don't hate this at all. And then for the rest of the car, I can flip it over to the neck, and that should work. This is 70 on the windshield right now. Shit actually looks pretty good. We're literally like we're doing like old school stuff. RTMP directly to restream. That works out, I think, perfectly fine for today. Audio's right in front of my face. Oh, and here it's always hard to tell. And we typically do 50. I'm so glad I got this mirror off of here. Oh my god. So nice to not have to work around that. There's a tool I have to get though. You only run into these Ford mirrors every once in a long while. So what I did was I took this thing and I was able to wedge it in between the mirror, but I don't really suggest doing that. There's a glass guy in my class. He had been doing windshield replacements for like 20 years, and he told me this hot trick, and I tried it today, and unfortunately I was too nervous of breaking the window, so we went back to normal, trying to get the mirror off. This shit'll break immediately if you do it wrong. Oh, I know it. it had a little like wiggle to it. So I'm like, I should just leave this alone. And then I fiddle with it for like a good minute or two. And no, I should leave it alone. And I kept fiddling with it, and eventually I got it to pop off. I think I got pretty lucky on this one. I was pretty proud. Just because otherwise you gotta splice it, and you gotta work around the whole friggin' mirror. It's old, it's dirty. It's way better to have it removed. But it's a bitch to remove. There's a really interesting tool that I saw. It's not the equalizer thing. I don't know what it's called. Somebody posted in my Facebook group. I gotta order it though. It's probably the first one I saw that was actually like legit. But it's basically like a, it's like a pair of pliers, and it's just got a little rubber end on one side, a clip on the other, and it just clamps down, and it pushes real hard on just the clip part, and you're able to wiggle the mirror straight up. Doesn't put anything on the mirror, doesn't even touch the tab. It just like, it's the perfect little thing to wiggle in there. I'm like, I need this. And then I didn't get one. And then I have this today, and I'm like, fuck, I should have got that thing. I just got a call saying there's too much competition to be at your high price. That's always a funny one. Yep. I have a pretty good perspective on it now. Those people are, I get it. They're just calling around looking for the cheapest shop to do it. Those aren't your customers. Those aren't good customers to try and cater to. It's Prime Day. It is Prime Day. I couldn't find anything. I was like, you have like a little list of things that I kind of need, and none of them are on sale. It's like, of course not. Tin slip has been really inconsistent. Sometimes it doesn't beat up on the glass. Yeah, so when you're dealing with especially older glass, what it's gonna be is the glass itself. And it's kind of a like tough thing to work through. You really have to take care of the glass. So I know we all want a slip solution where you just spray it on the window and it glides enough. So in most cases, it's not a big deal. But with tint slip, what you gotta do is, yeah, like some people said, you either have to torch the windshield, which I don't do, or you have to scrub it down with like a hydrophobic compound, and then it'll slide a lot better. Really? Come on. There we go. I'll talk about it when we're doing the doors a little bit more, but I'll take like a hydrophobic scrubbing compound and I'll scrub the windows. But that's really like the difference in what you're seeing is like some windows will bead off and some will layer really evenly, and that's entirely up to the window itself. So to get it to lay smoother, we have to add stuff that'll make the soap stick to the glass more. The problem with that is that the film isn't going to stick to the glass quite as much. So it's really like a trade-off, and balancing those two things together is difficult. I think we could probably make it a little slipperier and it should be fine. Like that pattern never really goes away. So if you ever like torch the outside of a window to like speed up heating it, and then you like miss the window, you like still see that pattern no matter what. I don't think it has, I don't think it's actually like burning a hydrophobic coating off. I think it's melting the surface of the glass. Dang it, I want to see the constructive feedback, but I'm in the middle of a windshield. Hang on real quick. Tint slip is missing something because baby shampoo doesn't bead in the same window, just constructive feedback. So yeah, it's got less of what makes baby shampoo baby shampoo. There's lots of additives in baby shampoo. So the main thing that you're talking about are called surfactants, and those will make both Dawn and baby shampoo, like you know, you touch them and they stick to your skin. So too much of that has other issues associated with it. So if we just like overload it and it slides really well, then there's a trade-off between sticking. So it's just working those two things until you get like a right balance. But I agree, there's definitely like something in baby shampoo that causes it to do that a little bit better. So balancing what that is, but still making it, you know, before you're reaching levels where, hey, this product is no longer safe for window tint is a problem. But I hear ya. My whole thing was harping on making it stronger, and then I'd get pushback on making it stronger. They're like, I don't know about that. I'm like, you guys aren't the one that's using it. Make it stronger. And so right now it's at a really, really good level. But there are those, you know, especially hotter days, which we're experiencing a lot right now. Hotter days, older cars, and then you're gonna see it tack up in certain areas if you don't address the windows beforehand. And that becomes increasingly more difficult to explain, because we all want just a solution where you don't have to do anything with the glass, you just spray it, everything's good, and you get the car tinted. That's what we all want. I want that too. But the more you talk to people, the more you realize, hey, it's actually like, then you're just recreating baby shampoo or Dawn, or doing the things that make them not recommended in the first place. So all things considering, works really well global and the aggressive adhesive. Yeah, I think it's probably the best like window tint slip solution out there for that. But dealing with all the other, like, it's still not like, it's not as plug and play as I'd like it to be. You know, and the shit's not cheap either, so that's where you get all those things together. And I don't think it's gonna be like a massive success, honestly, because of those things. But it is a good solution for now. Maybe I can convince them to make it stronger. But Geo's definitely gonna tread on the side of caution, because the whole reason they started even looking into this was when they were messing around with, you know, first introducing Apex and Carbon Plus, people were installing windshields and they had the opposite effect. shit was curling back. Turns out that it was a manufacturing process and not the slip, but that still left them scared. So I get it.